Hi, everybody. No, it's not Dr. Nick. I am Cookie Dough. And welcome to an all new Let's Play slash Let's Try of Clanfolk. Clanfolk is a brand new early access survival colony builder sim. Very fun, I must admit. It is set in the late medieval Scotland, and the objective of the game is to survive through the seasons and build your clan or family slash dynasty, I guess, or legacy, you can say. Clanfolk came out about a week ago in early access. They also had a demo going for about 7 to 10 days before it actually came into early access. So I picked it up, and after playing a couple of days, I really enjoyed the game, and I it just made me want to do a let's play and share it with you guys, and hopefully we can have a nice campaign here. Now, to say this is a very early access build. Like the game is pretty polished so far. There's definitely the developer did say he was adding other stuff to the game, more stuff, more kind of advancements, more stuff for your clan members to do. So, but we'll play. We'll see how far we'll get. Maybe play a couple years or something like that. So the way it kind of works, it's seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Each season consists of 10 days. And when you do start off, you do start off in the summertime. When I was playing on my very first attempt, literally when I booted up the game, tried, I'm like, okay, let's test it out because the demo was only for the summer period. So I went in there and I wasn't prioritizing correctly, and I was kind of just seeing what the game was about, and I just miserably failed when my food supply ran out about 4 days into winter, and yeah, it definitely was not fun. But anyways, let's set up a game. I'll try to talk about some things, hopefully as they come up as we are kind of setting up the game slash getting going. So, anyways, I will get started with a new game. And the first screen you'll see, you can set up your environment. I guess the map you will be set in here. There's a seed randomly generated. You can randomize it however much you want. And you have 3 points left to add into one of five attributes of the landscape of the map. So there's lakes, water basically. So you can add all three into lakes. There'll be a lot of lakes in there, you know. But if you want, you can gain more points by lowering it. So if you wanted less lakes, you can lower it and get another point, another point or two or three if you literally want no lakes. Or I've never tried it, but I am pretty sure even if you go to -3 lakes, it will not have zero water, because water is basically essential. You wouldn't even be able to survive the first few days without water. Again, we all need it to survive anyways. So you can kind of slide it up and down however you'd like. Uh, what I did notice, I do like having a little bit more wildlife. So just because that enables you to hunt, gather some food, uh, hides from the animals that you hunt. But anyways, we will explore that as it gets in there. Grassland seems to be fine to me, and forests are okay, I think. I'm going to leave everything else. The only thing I'm going to increase is the mountains by another one. So we will go stay lakes, forest, and grasslands at the default, and increase mountains by one and wildlife by two. So we click on there and we build a world, and it will show you the map once it does generate it. There it is. So this is the map we will be on. So there is some lake on the west, some lake on the north, and a lake on the east. I would reckon we would most likely start somewhere in here. I don't think you can see anything here yet. Not quite, but yes. So you would probably will start here. Anyways, the game kind of like plops you when you enter, plops you right away into near water. So uh, if you wanted to change it, you can go new map. It'll let you change the settings again, puts a different seed on. So, and it shows the seed here. So if you wanted to copy it or something, you can do it. If you like the seed and wanted to try it with some other settings of these, you can do that as well. But I think this looks pretty good so far. So I will go and click on build clan. So here is all the customization of your plan. And the one thing I do like a lot is let you pick your own tartan here. So you can pick whichever color you'd like. It is associated with a family name. So this is the Bruce uh, tartan, that Cameron tartan. I don't know if you can change this. Actually, you cannot here change the name. Hopefully in the future, they will let you change the name of your clan. But we can pick whatever one we want and we can go ahead and play McDonald here. Sure, you know what? Let's go with the McDonald's. This is a nice looking tartan. And there is 3 different difficulty settings. A fresh start, so we'll click on it. So in a fresh start, you start off with the grandparents, parents, and 3 children. The, an old child, a young, like a juvenile child, 2 juvenile children, sorry, and a baby. So there's, if you see here, there is bars that fill up. So this Margit, she is about, let's say, a teenager, or I don't know, maybe in the middle ages, about 9 or 10 years old. So once this fills up, and you can see here, it fills up 1 per second. So once it reaches 72,000 units of measurement, this is, Margit will become an adult. So these sliders will fill in as the time passes in the game, and you see, of course, to go from baby to juvenile, it takes 36,000 units. To go from juvenile to adult, it takes 72,000 units. And to go from adult to senior, it takes, now, I think this depends, it takes a lot longer. So it takes here, it takes her, uh, Magdalene, it takes Magdalene 238, 267 units. Harry here, it takes 291, 279 units, and I believe that has to do with the tireless attribute here. I could be wrong, but it says here gets tired more slowly, which obviously it he can work longer and he doesn't need as much sleep to get his sleep allotment therein. And then, of course, once you hit senior, the bar is full, and then it decays usually at -1 per second, unless there is a possibility of your family members getting sicknesses. The most I've had so far in my little short playthrough on my own was a common cold. So again, it all depends. And I think this also, yeah, there we go. On the seniors, it also depends. So mm, Kredich here, Kredich. Oh my God, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names. So he has 64,085 units until he unfortunately dies, which everyone eventually in this game will die. So you can, once the kids grow up, you can have them marry into uh, members of other clans that can come and stay in your village, I guess, in your community. And at some point, you can invite them to kind of stay. I have not actually gotten to that point, but you can get them to stay and have them marry one of the children, and eventually they could make children of their own. And that is kind of the main reason, the main way to increase your colony size. So instead of just, for example, in RimWorld, you would get visitors coming in and they can stay and they're not affiliated with the family. Uh, the people you do invite from other clans, or they actually come stop by, initially you hire them for work. But anyways, that will be self-explanatory once we get into. So I just wanted to go back quickly because that is the normal start, which is definitely recommended, which we will be playing. But there's two other starts, which is Shepherd, which is a family just starting out tries their hand at managing a flock of sheep. This is difficult. So again, it's a family, but you only start with a dad and a mother and the baby without the grandparents and the other older children. So in this case, only the adults can work. Juveniles can work as well, but they do get a malice on child labor. And the very last one is orphans. So this is just two people, their parents are gone, and all they have are a few coins, the chickens they could carry, and each other. So this is very difficult, which with which you start. Oh, I actually haven't clicked on this, but I guess you start with three. I thought you only start two, with two juveniles, but you do start with three juveniles and three babies and some chickens, and you need to survive. Again, kids cannot work as much as adults can. Anyways, let's go to a fresh start and let's start off here. So I guess it did change these guys' attributes here so slightly because I went back. What can you do? Anyway, so we have Duncan and Isabel as the grandparents, Catherine and Simone as the parents, and Abigail, Murdoch, and Christian as the baby. So let us get going. So now you can actually do some stuff here. You can sell your inventory. So you would start off with three chickens. That would be two females and a male as some food to start you off. You can also uh, switch out your starting characters by clicking here. You can delete them, or you can refresh them as well, which is these buttons here. It's a reroll cost, and it will cost you 5. So you would be left with only 15 coins in the bank. So I will just get going and to see where we get us self-started. So let me pause right away. So we get started here. We get dropped off in the middle of nowhere, and we need to survive. So on the right hand side, you will see, sorry for zooming in and out. So on the right hand side, it gives you markers of what you need, what is required for your settlement. So the first few things, it's obviously a spot to sleep. So if you click on this, it will take you to put a sleeping zone. So we can put sleeping zones, and we have 7 members of the family. So we need 7 sleeping zones. So we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next thing is you need some fresh water. So you go here and it takes you to drinking zone, which you can put on any near any body of water. And I will actually put that here and here. You need two to start off. It will warn you. It says here, need more water. One of two replace. So another one would be ideal. And we also need a wash zone or a cleaning spot. Again, here it is, wash zone. And you two put it anywhere near the water that does not have any reeds on the side of it. So in that case, I will just put the wash zone here. That is fine, two wash zones as well. And to just kind of get started, you can go here. So I need some branches. So you can click on the branches and there is gather branches. So every tree has branches. They will, once you pick them, they might not show up again until another season or another year. So we will go here, pick up some branches, some stones here. These are all stones. So I'll go, oops, I needed to put here, gather stones, gather some stones. Actually, I will get rid of this one. And here, there's also jobs of gathering berries, which I will do as that will give us some food. So I will gather these three berry bushes here. There's also, oops, sorry, there's also mushrooms you can pick. They do come underneath trees and bushes, but they don't show up until I think late summer, early fall. That's when you can start gathering mushrooms. So there's other tabs here. I'll just go through these tabs and I'll probably just do a little bit of an explainer here and then get actually going in the next video. So this is to construct buildings. You can have roofs, walls, floors. And of course, as you see, I click on all of these, it does not show up anything here. And I will get to that in a second. Here would be objects. So there's nothing here, only basic needs at the moment, but eventually it'll fill up with food, clothing, storage, farming, hunting, and I believe those are all, yeah, I think those are all the subcategories here. Then there is jobs, which we have already assigned. That's when you uh, pick berries, gather stones, gather branches. It comes up, it'll fill up with other jobs to do. Then there's the inventory. So here you have your inventory of what you have. At the moment, we don't have access to it because we don't really have anything and we have not assigned a zone to anything. Here is the tasks. So you can hover over it. It tells you, okay, there's 9 gathering tasks. Or if you click on it, you can go here, 9 gathering tasks, and it goes 3 gathering stone, 3 gathering branches, and 3 gather berries. Now, this is the most interesting part of the game is the ideas tab. This is kind of the research alternative to, let's say, in other games like Rimworld, for example. So in here, you do stuff, and as you do stuff or do enough of it, you will advance in this tree here, which is quite extensive here. You can see it goes quite a lot, but you usually should have everything or the vast majority of it unlocked by the first winter. Otherwise, we might not survive. So for example, you right away start off with for gathering tasks to gather all these different items. So for example, if I want a gravel floor, I can hover over this. It says to gather 100 stones, and that will unlock me being able to build gravel floors. Same thing here. This is berry bushes. This is when you would be able to plant some berry bushes. So after gathering 100 berries, you'll be able to plant berry bushes. And it goes on and on kind of that way. So once you gather one berry, you will get uh, a stockpile zone you can assign to a spot where it would store food. Same thing with ingredients. So once you gather the one branch, it will let you build or assign a drop zone for ingredients so that everything is not just scattered all over the place. Anything with a plus here means that it will unlock more stuff. So once we get 20 stone, it will unlock something further down here. So for example, this one here, you need to get one branch, one stone, and build a work zone, which is here, which we need again, one stone and one branch. So once we have all of this, it will unlock this next step in the uh, technology tree, let's say, or they call it ideas tree. So, and I do like the way this goes. Sometimes you have to check back in here. Oh, what do I need to do to get this? Instead of having like somebody just dedicated doing a research, click a button and it does a research and you wait until it's done. So I do like this. It's kind of like lets you play the game and just continue on. Uh, Continue on and kind of exploring yourself and getting things as you build more stuff and explore more stuff. So then the next tab here is skills. So that here shows you all your family members, clan members, and you can assign them to specific tasks. So, and of course, the number beside each task is how good they are at it. Right off the bat, this number increases the more they do it, of course. A red frowny face means they don't like doing this task. Two faces like this, they really don't like doing this task. And there's also a possibility of three sad faces, which they despise doing that task. So if they end up doing that task, it will be reflected in their mood and they will not like it. So usually I like to take all of these with the frowny face and just put them all the way down for each of the characters so that hopefully they will never have to do them, or if they do, it is literally a at the very last resort. So here you can also click all these tasks over here, and it's nice because it once you click on it, it highlights all the all that task for every single one of your clan members. And then you can click on, let's say, Duncan here, and then move it down or move it up or move it all the way down or all the way up with these buttons. So I will set up here. So what is Duncan good? He's really good at cleaning, but cleaning is important, but not at the moment. So I will have Duncan he's good at building. So let's put him up at building, maybe some crafting as well. And so I'll do him that way. Isabel here can go all the way up with hunting because she has really nice hunting and she enjoys doing it. And the times 4 means she can get 4 more levels in it, which makes her that much more efficient in hunting, which is really, really good. So let's say here, who is going to be good at my cooking? Because at some point we will have to be doing some cooking. Actually, Simon, I think, might be our cook here. Catherine, you do like harvesting, so I will put that up for you. You also enjoy making clothing, so let's put that up as well. Maybe put some repairs, which maybe not that important in the earlyish game right off the bat. Uh, the children, they're usually not very good at anything in particular, but sometimes they have passion and stuff. So uh, Abigail does like hauling and some building, so I will put that near the top. And Murdoch does enjoy cleaning, so I will put that on top here for Murdoch. And he could be a little better in crafting, so actually I will put crafting on top here because nobody else is really that great at crafting at the moment. I can put you up a little bit more as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be okay. This doesn't matter that much right off the bat because there will be so many jobs and they will be going to do whatever is needed. So the next tab here is the family tree, which you basically see the family as we saw it in the beginning of setting up of the game. And then here is the clans tab, which will get you to see the clans that are in your area once you have a contact with them with signage. And I will show you that in a few days time once we have built up our area. So anyways, I think I'm going to stop this episode here. Hopefully I didn't drone on too long and too boringly about kind of the UI and how the game works. So thank you for watching the first episode, and the next episode we will be getting going right into the game and having some fun gameplay. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.